Mr. Mayor, time.
I'd like to call this meeting to order, the special meeting to order at 5 o'clock. Roll call, please.
Mayor Jose Grijalva,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tempore Ray Shelton,
Present.
Councilmember Jose Montaño,
Here.
Councilmember Gustavo Durazo, Councilmember Maria Dillman. Here. Councilmember Richard Acosta,
Present.
City Manager Ana Urquijo.
Present.
City Attorney Dennis Fitzgibbons,
Present.
City Treasurer Alejandro Martinez.
Here.
Thank you. And Mr. Mayor, I believe Lord Councilmember Durazo will be in tardy.
Okay, thank you. Item number 3, persons wishing to address the council in writing or verbally on any item not on the agenda. Do we have anyone?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item 4, discussion decision to call for and conduct an executive session. Item A, under the authority of ARS 38-431.03, A3, 4, and 7, to consider its position, instruct its representatives on how to proceed, and obtain legal advice regarding the consideration of right-of-way donation north of SR-80 and Washington Avenue. Item B, under the authority of ARS 38-431.03, A3, 4, and 7, to consider its position, instruct its representatives on how to proceed, and to obtain legal advice regarding the consideration of land donation acceptance by M&M Morris of 2 parcels located in the southeast corner of Washington Avenue and Golf Course Road. Item C, under the authority of ARS 38-431.03, A3, 4, and 7, to consider its position, instruct its representatives, and obtain legal advice regarding the property located at 1300 North San Antonio Avenue and the bids received regarding the property. And item D, under the authority of ARS 38-431.03, A3, A4, and A7, to consider its position, instruct its representatives, and obtain legal advice regarding prospective strategic investments of real property. May I have a motion to enter into executive session? I think I have a motion by Mr. Shelton. It's getting choppy. Hopefully it gets better for me on this end. Do I have a motion by Mr. Shelton? Do I have a second?
Second.
A motion by Mr. Shelton, second by Mr. Acosta. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Montaño.
Yes.
Councilmember Durazo, Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Dillman,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, we enter into executive session at 5:02 p.m.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, is everybody in?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to adjourn executive session at 8:50 or 8, Eastern Standard Time, sorry, 5:58 PM. Uh, next item, adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn, the special meeting?
Here.
Is that Mr. Acosta?
Well, I move that we adjourn the executive session.
Do I have a second? No, this is for the special meeting.
For the special meeting. So we have a motion from Councilmember Montaño and second from Councilmember Shelton.
Okay. All in favor to adjourn, the special meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Ayes have it. We adjourn at 5:59 PM.
Thank you.
If I mess up on the time, Alma, remind me.
Mr. Mayor, it's time.
I'd like to call this regular meeting to order at 6 PM. Roll call, please. Or no, let us stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, sorry. And then followed by the invocation by Pastor Abel Salcido from the Pentecostal Lighthouse of Douglas. And after the invocation, if the pastor could talk about his ministry and his church, his worship hours, so the public could know. And I'd like Mrs. Dillman, can you lead the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Sure.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pastor?
Good evening, and my name is Pastor Abel Salcido, and I pastor the church in Pentecostal Lighthouse, 833 East 16th Street. Let us start this meeting with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you seeking your divine wisdom for this meeting. Grant the clarity and thoughts and discernment to make sound decisions. Help our city council members to understand the needs of others and to speak with truth and grace. May their choices reflect your will and bring about positive results. We place our trust in you and help this council to be attentive in all discussions. Let their attention be fixed upon what really matters. Guide this council this evening to resolve disagreements with grace and understanding. May their efforts be productive and pleasing as they move forward. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I said I think he said I have a couple minutes. Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Abel Salcido. I am pastor of Pentecostal Lighthouse Church that has been in the city since 1982. My family and I are going on 10 years since we have taken over as pastors. And we enjoy this. We enjoy our community, our neighbors, and our days of service right now are Sundays only from 9:45 to whenever we finish, noon 1. And you're all welcome. Our address is 833 East 16th Street. We are there. We are here for the community. Our phone number is 520-889-5681. Anybody have any questions, any problems, any situations that we can be of help to you folks? Please feel free to give us a call. If we don't answer right away, we will get back to you. And thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for allowing us to be here. Thank you for allowing us to be in your community. And if we can be of any service in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you, Pastor. The first pastor to give out his phone number. So kudos. Thank you. Item number 4, roll call, please.
Mayor Jose Grijalva,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tempore Ray Shelton, Councilmember Jose Montaño, Councilmember Gustavo Durazo, Councilmember Maria Dillman. Here. Councilmember Richard Acosta,
Present.
City Manager Ana Urquijo. Present. City Attorney Dennis Fitzgibbons,
Present.
City Treasurer Alejandro Martinez.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 5, events update.
Hi, this is what's happening at the Douglas Public Library in the month of April. As always, you can pick up a calendar just like this one here at the library, or you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram to get all of our updates. Mondays, we have relaxing activities for all ages from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can come color, choose an activity, and you can also make crafts, and that is from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, we have our STEAM Club for kids, and we will be here at 3:30 every Tuesday with a different activity, like a jelly bean tower, recipe for success, learning about how to save money, Earth Day activities, and more. Wednesdays, we have movies for kids and teens at 3 p.m. with free popcorn and juice. Story time is at 11 a.m. every Thursday. We will read books, sing, dance, and we will have playtime afterwards. You can come to a spring paint night for adults on the 24th of April. And to register, you can call or visit the library. All materials are included. It is also a very special month for libraries because we celebrate National Library Week from the 19th to the 25th. You can celebrate with us by coming to the library, checking out a book from our display, using any of our services, and participating in our activities. We really hope to see you here to celebrate this very special month for libraries. And if you have any questions, you can stop by the library. See you soon.
Hello from the Aquatics and Recreation Departments. We have a lot of amazing events coming up. On April 11th, we have the 8th annual D Hill Run and Walk, starting at the Border Air Museum at the Airport Park at 7 a.m. See the flyer for more details. Stick around after the event to celebrate America 250 with a color fight. All proceeds of this event will go toward upgrading the Border Air Museum, one of Douglas's hidden gems. Spring is in the air, and you'll want to be in the water. Our awesome instructors are excited to start spring swimming lessons. Registration opened on March 30th and we still have some open spaces available. Register quickly so you don't miss this great opportunity. Ever wanted to see what it's like to be a lifeguard? Sign up for our Junior Lifeguard program. This program prepares kids ages 12 to 16 for future lifeguard training with 12 life-saving classes, an interactive learning environment, and volunteer opportunities. This program does not provide lifeguard, CPR, AED, or first aid certification. Classes will run from April 13th to May 8th from 5:30 to 6:30 in the afternoon on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can't have art without Earth. Join us at Raul Castro Park on April 22nd for another great art in the park. The youth session will be from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m., and the adult session will be from 6 to 8 p.m. We will have 3 different painting options to choose from, with a limit of 1 item per person. This is a free event for anyone to attend, but if you want to be a vendor, there is a $5 fee to register. On Saturday, April 25th is our annual Dia de los Niños event at Raul Castro Park from 9 in the morning to 12 p.m. This is a free event for all to attend with games, food, arts and crafts, and fun for the whole family. If you would like to be a vendor or informational booth, there is a $5 fee to register. Also on April 25th is Thundercade, a Thunder Mountain Wrestling event at Paul Huber Middle School with VIP tickets at $20 each, which includes early entrance at 3:30 p.m. for a chance to meet some of the main attraction guests. General admission is free with doors opening at 4:30 p.m. The event starts at 5 p.m. Join our water aerobics program for a fun, low-impact workout in the pool that's easy on the joints and great for all fitness levels. Led by certified instructors, this high-energy class boosts heart health, tones muscles, improves flexibility, and helps relieve stress, making it a refreshing way to reach your fitness goals. Registration begins on April 13th, and classes will run from May 4th to May 29th on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 to 6:45 in the evenings. This year, Douglas is turning 125 years old, and with the America 250 celebration, we are looking forward to an amazing Douglas Days with live music, dance performances, bed races, an awesome car show, and great food and craft vendors. Join us to celebrate Douglas's past, present, and future. The Recreation Department would like to say a quick thank you to Maddox and Sons for sponsoring our upcoming Douglas Days. We are looking forward to all of these great events and programs. We hope to see you there.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda, mayor and council member updates and or reports. Mr. Montaño? Did my screen freeze? Hello?
Can you hear us, Mayor?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, no, I couldn't hear. I didn't know if anybody was talking. I heard you though.
Speak right into your, yes, thank you.
I met a couple times with the freelance manager, just a few concerns from my constituents, that was addressed, so there was a spring break and all that, so it was a slow.
Yes.
Well, there's a number of things coming up on our city front. We'll be letting you go. Hopefully sooner than later. I really appreciate the work we're doing. Putting sidewalks because I've had several people encourage me to. The other thing is, I cannot believe the number of things that just mentioned about recreation, kids, swimming, all the things that the city has done. You know, a lot of times people say, oh, there's nothing to do. And if you get out there, there's plenty to do. So, but when we have looked forward to having next, 6 weeks.
I would like to, excuse me, just congratulate Guild Mortgage for her new office space. I attended the Business After Dark and there were a lot of attendees and she has a beautiful little spot and I wish her well and helping our community with mortgages. And I feel too, it just shows that some of these businesses have opportunities and they get to move into bigger and better spaces. And it just shows more growth for them. So I congratulate Guild Mortgage. And also I wanted to congratulate the Last Supper Museum on their 3rd anniversary. They had a little open house and had also a lot of attendees. And I've said it before, if you haven't had a chance to go in there, stop by, take a look. It's really a very, very nice museum. He's done a really good job there. And also, if anybody's going up D Hill, we have snakes up there. I saw one yesterday just as community safety. He was sunning himself. Thank God I was able to get around him, but we have wildlife now that are out there. So if you guys are doing D Hill, be real careful for the wildlife. That's all I have.
Okay, I just have a couple of things real quick. March 31st, I put together a meeting at the country club. There was safety concerns at the Parrilla community. So we invited former Chief Woolen and Lieutenant Lomelí to talk to our residents there. There are some safety concerns that are going on, and they've been happening since late January. As far as it happens early in the morning. So the residents did attend and they did talk to Chief Woolen to put some kind of a safety plan in place that, hopefully they could catch this person that's out there causing havoc, basically calling it a peeping Tom. So it's showing up at 3 to 4 in the morning and flashing flashlights in their bedroom. So Chief Woolen was able to talk to some of the residents, and hopefully him and the police department will put together some kind of plan to protect all the community. Just not at the Parrilla, but throughout the city of Douglas. And also I want to give a shout out to the Public Works. Douglas Little League just started maybe a couple weeks ago, and they did bring up a concern to me. So therefore I contacted Mr. Urquijo to be in contact with this person. If you've ever been to Little League Field on 15th Street Park, there's a snack bar there. It's pretty big. But the problem was, the concern is that the foul balls that are hit right over the backstop would fall right in front of the concession stand. So I believe Max Stoppy and his crew kind of built a nice cover there to protect the fans, and especially the ones visiting snack bar. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Dennis and I couldn't hear you. We couldn't really hear at the beginning, but the audio got better. The first update, WBC and USA International Boxing event was a huge success. I think we had the fairgrounds put up 500 seats, and it was standing room only. WBC sponsored it the day before, so for the next one, it's going to get more. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get more advertisement, more marketing for the city, and there's already excitement building up with those gyms and those boxers for that opportunity. I did just as an update. I was shown a post about a business and their displeasure with some of the right of way of the city when it had to do with trees. So I did ask legal to bring up it as a future agenda item to discuss and possible decision on giving up the right of way to them. I'd like to thank the Bambi Fund, which they're at the old Univision building. They're setting up a nonprofit there. And they want to have a community event. They want to do a survey to see what the community wants. They're open to basically anything. So I did bring up maybe having Energized Douglas downtown, so you could get the people down there and fill up the survey, and they could look around the building so they can know what services they can offer. We had a U.S. State Department visit in Douglas. We showed them sort of the presentation that we usually do and some conversation with stakeholders. It was very good, and they were very impressed with Douglas. I testified 3 times to the state Congress, to 3 committees, and I'm done. Thank goodness, because I don't like traveling. That's why I'm not there also, and that'll be an update later on right now. I'd like to thank Agua Prieta and Umapas for their water festival invite. They really appreciated the help that the city has given them with donations on the stuff we don't really use anymore, so they could repurpose it, reuse it out there. They had a whole water festival with water games to teach the kids how to conserve water, how important it is to conserve water. And they had music, and it was a very good time. Ribbon cutting for the Boys and Girls Club was a huge success. They're expecting to do a summer program, and they might not have room right now. So staff and I were talking about possibly lending them out another part of the ACT building call center, so that they can have enough room, because I think the city's not going to do in a summer program. So we want to accommodate the Boys and Girls Club as best as we can. It had a lunch with the Legacy Foundation. I think Ms. Dillman and staff were there. It was a great discussion about what they do, what they've done, and how we can possibly implement some asks for some money, because we have a lot of needs out here. I want to again thank Synergy Home Care for opening up and allowing the city to throw a block party. They were very excited. They basically said we didn't think a city would be this supportive. So they're very excited. They're very open to really servicing the community as best as they can. So we wish them a lot of success. We had a ribbon cutting, like Mrs. Dillman said, for Guild Mortgage. That was a great event. We had a good discussion with Randy, who works in Guild Mortgage in Cerro Vista, but he likes to come to Douglas. They all do. So we appreciate their business, and hopefully they'll have greater success than they did in the other spot. They had to move to a bigger spot, even though it's in the same block, just with all the success they were having. I was talking to the staff for the Veterans Resource Fair. The tentative date is in July, and they're asking the city to help coordinate and help them out, so to find a location and see what we can do for our vets. So it's going to tentatively be for 2 days. So we're going to have a few hundred veterans come down and hopefully get haircuts, get suits, help them out in whatever they need. The least we can do. So the reason I'm not there in person, I'm in Washington, D.C. So yesterday I met with Ardent, who they own some land around the new commercial port of entry. They're looking to really develop out there and seeing what we need and seeing the progress. So it was great catching up with them. I met with all our congressional staff yesterday also in the afternoon. They were very helpful, very encouraging, and very excited about what Douglas is doing. Today, I was in the BBBX Binational Bridges and Border conference with the State Department here in Washington. Very exciting news, and very caught everybody off guard in Arizona. We had the Ambassador Moctezuma, mentioning just one Arizona port. So the ambassador of Mexico mentioned just one port in Arizona, and it was Douglas. So he's very excited. We're being talked about. Caught Nogales and San Luis off guard. Very good. But we were pleasantly surprised. And I want to thank Michelle Ward, the U.S. consul in Nogales. She's been a cheerleader for us, and so has Luis Ramirez. So they helped us out with this meeting and getting noticed. There's also big news that I was talking to Luis Ramirez about afterwards. So Texas also gave some presentations, and El Paso mentioned that the Bridges of the Americas is closing. So that's going to really hurt their wait times. El Paso is expecting a 61% commercial weight increase for their commercial trucks. So I asked Luis, we need to get Mexico involved and see how good that road is from El Paso to Agua Prieta, so we could bring that traffic over here and grow and be the talk of the world at this point. That's the goal. So it's been a very productive visit, and I'm sorry I couldn't be there. But we're being talked about internationally, and that's a testament to city staff, everybody that's involved, Luis Ramirez, Michelle Ward, our congressional staff, You know, it wouldn't have been possible if we didn't have the county supporting us, the state representative supporting us, the governor supporting us. So everybody's in line, even the feds, the Trump administration, Congress, they're all supporting us. We're good with everybody, Mexico. So knock on wood, let's keep that momentum going. So those are my updates. Item number 7, presentation of awards. Item A, Ms. Douglas Day's recognition. Ms. Dillman, could you take this, please?
Yes, Mayor. I attended the Miss Douglas Day Scholarship Pageant, and I felt that we needed to introduce the new court and the new royalty, since they're going to be representing Douglas for a year. And I would like you to each come up and say who you are and what school you go to and a little bit about yourselves. Don't be
I'm
nervous. You
Hi.
have a whole year to do this.
Hi, my name is Haley Luna. I'm 20 years old. I actually work at Laredo Catholic School. I am the PE teacher. A little bit about myself. I just really like helping people. I like getting to know everybody. I'm a very shy person, and I've done this before. I've was Miss Douglas Day's team before, and I ran for Miss China Poblana, and so I should have experience, but I still get a little bit shy and I'm a little bit nervous. So I really like meeting new people. I hope to get to know other people, meet new people that are coming into Douglas, or maybe if I travel out of Douglas, I could represent Douglas in that way so I can meet other people. Um, I also like art. I like drawing a lot. Uh, and yeah, I'm very family oriented. I love hanging out with my family. I love hanging out with my friends. And yeah,
Very nice. Congratulations.
thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Julia. I'm 8 years old, and the school I go to it's Ferris, and a little bit myself. I'm really shy, and my favorite color is pink, and I really like drawing and painting. And I also like hanging out with friends and family, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Itzel Dominguez. I'm 17 and I go to Douglas High School. A little bit about myself is when I grow up, I want to be an RN and a radiologist. So I'm looking forward to that. I would love meeting new people and being involved with my city. Thank you, guys.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Kayleen Moran. I am 17 years old, and I have a huge passion for art, and I'm really excited to be showing art all over Douglas with my new title. And I am now working on a project for a mural over there at Airport Park for the museum currently, and we are currently going to start, and that is my passion to do for now and show everything of art in Douglas, Arizona. Thank you.
Congratulations. Sure.
Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank- And I'm sure, I think I saw Mrs. Kramer there. She's always the proud mom looking, when she has those girls up there. So thank you to Mrs. Kramer for putting all this together.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Kramer, and Caitlin too. Thank you.
Item number 8, Coaches County government updates. Do we have a supervisor there?
Yes.
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 Yes, Mayor.
Oh, she's
Good morning.
already up there. Okay.
Yes. Hi, so Kathleen Gomez, 2350 East 12th Street. And I have a lot of good things to talk to you about. It's great what the mayor is doing in DC because this is a really opportune time. And I'll tell you why. Well, first of all, I wanted to ask the city, I would like to clear out the windows of the Cochise County building here in Douglas and put up anything that you have to do with the 125th anniversary of Douglas. So I've already started to do that process. So just contact me and we'll get that set up. Okay?
Thank you.
The Screwworm Distribution Center at BDI, I was able to get letters of support for having that from the Arizona Cattle Growers, the Cochise Graham Cattlemen's Association, Eastern Arizona counties, which is Gila, Graham, Apache, Greenlee, Navajo, and of course Cochise, mayors of Douglas, Bisbee, and Wilcox, Hat Ranch in New Mexico Farm and Livestock Bureau, New Mexico Federal Lands Council, and New Mexico Stockman Magazine, all in support of putting the Screwworm Sterile Distribution Center here at BDI. And it was sent to all of our congressional leaders as well as Secretary Rollins from the USDA. So they all received them and actually saw something I can't remember where it was through the health department. They're actually going to move forward. I would say 99% with actually putting the money in and having that distribution center here. Because as you know, the Screwworm is about 178 miles from here, and it will just decimate the cattle industry in Sonora and here in Arizona and Cochise County as well. It doesn't just affect cattle, it affects livestock, horses, dogs, and even humans. So we were successful in eradicating the Screwworm in the 70s. So it's going good. That'll bring some jobs and really, help with the port of entry. So with that, tomorrow we have 2 firms that we have narrowed it down to choose for the economic or the strategic roadmap for the Port of Douglas and Cochise County. We've never in Cochise County done an economic development plan. So there are 2 companies. One is Nelson Dell Group from California and Morant McLeod from Oregon. And they are going to do the strengths and weaknesses of not only Douglas, but Cochise County. Housing, our image, our economic development, what the port will do for us. It's really an amazing amount of information with about 30, 40 professionals that have done this all over the world. And so I'm excited. They'll be doing this economic development plan for the new commercial port and how it's going to impact 191, Cochise County, the state of Arizona, and the country. So this is really keen. It's really important. And I'm excited about choosing somebody tomorrow to actually start the plan. And they'll be coming to you all for focus groups to discuss what Douglas is, what we need, and what we're looking forward to. At the same time, I just came back last week from it was done by the Arizona Commerce Authority, and it was the Summit on Opportunity Zones. So by July, each county will identify 4 opportunity zones. And it was an incredible group of people, everything from La Casa, the Chicanos for La Casa to La Raza, because what happens is when you identify 4 opportunity zones, and Douglas is considered deeply distressed, high unemployment, high poverty rates. What's happening with these opportunity zones, it gets hedge funds and wealth management corporations in New York to be able to offer investors a huge tax break. And when they do that in a deeply distressed area, it gives them even more tax credits. So all these people, there was, I don't know if you can see this, about 30 people from every type of wealth development, and even, like I say, La Raza, who builds homes. What they're called is also Prestamos, which is a division of Chicanos por la Casa, mentioned their excitement in opportunity zones and mission-oriented investors coming together to talk about how alternative capital can help meet the changing needs in low-income communities. So at the same summit was a gentleman from the USDA who said that there's $50 million at the state here in Arizona, and they've identified 4 or 5 counties, Cochise being one of them, where they want to start building affordable housing, low-income housing, and senior citizen housing. So we have right now, we're kind of at this precipice. We have opportunity zones. For Douglas, that's going to be huge. It's probably going to encompass everywhere from Douglas, Porterville, Alfreda McNeil, all over Tanaco as a deeply distressed area where investors will put their money into a fund to build hospitals, to build affordable housing, economic development. And there's even several members that were talking about historic preservation of buildings in rural communities. So being rural, being deeply distressed, if you have to be that, this is the maximum time to do it, because now there's people who want to invest. They get 30% break on their capital gains, plus more tax credits when they build affordable housing. So probably in May, I'll be looking to forming a housing summit for the county, in which I'll invite all the municipalities, especially Douglas is going to be center and key to all this, in getting that 50 million, part of that 50 million to build affordable housing, to show a good face for these investors. And with this economic plan, what's great is it's going to show the data to investors on why it's so keen and the roadmap or the landscape is so beneficial to them to invest. So they build hospitals. Each one of these companies that we're looking to hire tomorrow is going to do a feasibility study for a hospital in Douglas. So that's key. And I've told you, I've had several hospitals now. I even hear TMC wants to be involved in building a hospital in Douglas. With this kind of plan, with the opportunity zones, this is just the perfect environment for us to promote our town and actually get economic development and do things that haven't been done before. We're in a great situation. So with that said, I'll tell you, some of the companies I talked to was Prestamos, which is a division of Chicanos por la Casa, the Raza Development Fund, to Caliber, a wealth development company. And that was just a few of about 50. I only had the chance to meet with about 6 of them, all heard about the Douglas Port, the new commercial port, all excited to do something here in Douglas. So on April 29th, you all have been invited to a April 29th, 1 to 3, to Benson and Cochise College, where they are going to come, the Arizona Commerce Authority is going to come to talk to municipalities about how to take advantage of these opportunity zones and what you can do for your city as far as getting economic development down here. So this is just a really great deal, and I encourage you all to please attend. So having talked with that, there's also I met with the Fort about the county fair. You know, we've always had competition with them having a carnival in the same weekend as ours. We had Nikki and 2 of the board members come to the Fort. We met with the commander of Morale, Welfare, and Recreation. They couldn't do anything this year, but next year they will definitely work to not have a carnival at the same time we have our county fair. And they're excited about being involved in the county fair this year and next year. It was amazing to me that none of them knew about the Cochise County Fair. So as part of my community enhancement, I'm going to spend about $5,000 in marketing the county fair in the next year to see if we can even get more participation and more vendors. And I'm trying to talk to Cox to bring in the internet into that warehouse, because that's why you don't have vendors. There's no internet in that building. And I would like the city council to start thinking about ways in which you've annexed Cochise County Fairgrounds, how you can bring internet into the Cochise County Fair, which would really drive up sales, would really expedite, you know, the gates opening up. It just would be a plus. And you've already done it for I think the Country Club and Padilla Estates. The next step is to include Cochise County Fairgrounds. Also, I want to encourage you guys also to maybe possibly think of a senior citizen center here in Douglas, because there's such an aging community and they have nowhere to go. It's really sad, as you know, my mother is 92 and I know a lot of her friends. There used to be somewhat of a small center and now there isn't anything. And as I see myself aging there too, There is nowhere really for the older people in our community to go to. And I would encourage the city council to start thinking of possibilities for that. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you is about, there is in the legislature a thing called the holiday gas tax. And what happens is Maricopa and Pima County buy their gas from California. And in the spring, they do a special blend, which is very expensive. So with what's going on with gas prices, they decided they would give Maricopa and Pima a tax break. But what happens is that impacts the HERF funds for both rural communities. So if that goes through, which it was defeated in the House, but it could be attached to one of the budget strike bills that go in, I went up there and asked them, please not to do it, because that would actually affect your funds by 30% and the county by 30% at minimum. So they did say that they were going to have a no harm clause for both the city and the county. So you guys will be, and from what I received from Representative Griffin and for Diaz, that you guys will still receive $153,500 a month that you get from HERF. So that's what you get every month. And that won't be impacted by this tax, even if it goes through. They'll probably take it from ADOT money, which is not really the best way to do it. But they assured me that we will not be impacted by this holiday gas tax. So if you guys have any questions, I'm willing to answer any of them. Please come April the 29th. It's going to be really important for the city of Douglas. As you know, I can't do anything inside the municipality, but this is going to be a key moment for you guys, whether you want historic tax breaks for people to be able to come and redo your downtown, to building affordable housing. This is just an incredible opportunity for Douglas, and we need to make sure that we utilize everything that comes before us. So if there's no questions, thank you for giving me this time, and I look forward to seeing you April the 29th. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Gomez.
Thank you. Already signed up, so you're gonna at least see me there. Thank you. Item number 9, persons wishing to address the council in writing or verbally on any item not on the agenda. Do we have anyone, Ms. Clerk?
We do, Mr. Mayor. We'll go with the first one.
Yeah, go ahead and you announce them.
Okay. Mr. A. Villarreal.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. I'm just here to invite the community to 2 charter education sessions that are being hosted by Cochise College. There are flyers on the little table here at the entrance. They are taking place next week. This is a nonpartisan event, and it's our opportunity to help educate the citizenry of Douglas on the city charter, what a city charter is, and how there will be ballot measures that are up for voting at a special election on May 19th. So on Tuesday, April 14th, we will have one of our education sessions at the college at 12 p.m. And on Thursday, the 16th at 5 p.m., we will have it here in the community at the fire department. And so this is our one of our many civic engagement events that we do throughout the year. We've hosted ballot measure education sessions throughout the county in the past. And so we're happy to do this as a nonpartisan event, not to tell people how to vote, but simply to educate them on the city charter and what the ballot measures are and what the changes would be if they were to vote for yes. So the community is invited next week to one or both of those sessions. And the information's on our website, and we have flyers right here in the room. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Diana Pacheco.
Good evening. Sorry. Good evening, Mayor and council members. I am Diana Pacheco from 333 F Avenue, and I am here on behalf of the Douglas Market. I'm the market manager, and I just wanted to give you a couple of updates. We did finish our book drive in benefit of the Boys and Girls Club here in Douglas, and altogether as a community, we were able to give them 71 books. So thank you to everyone who was able to donate. They were so happy and grateful. When they saw the amount of books, they got really surprised. They only expected a couple, but I guess they're gonna put them to good use. And also thank you to Diana Manquero from the Douglas Public Library because she was able to give us a couple of book contributions from the library. So that helped out a lot as well. So thank you to Miss Diana Manquero. For current events, I did hand out a couple of flyers. This week, we will be having live music by Gitza and Fernando. They're a local music group. And as well as a weekly giveaway this week as well. We'll be at the Castro 10th Street Park, 3 to 7 this Friday. And then next Friday, we have a bigger event. We have a Dia del Niño community party planned as well. So that's next Friday. And we've joined with different businesses and organizations to provide activities and different fun games for the kids. So it's going to be a family-friendly event. And we're also having a baile, live music by a local group from Cochise College called Los Encendidos. And we'll also be having Cocorico dances from the Paul Huber Middle School, the Douglas High School, as well as the Immaculate Conception Church Folklorico group as well. And just a quick thank you to the community partners who have joined with us to have this special event. Casa Corazon Suites, ABA, the Bambi Fund, and Aqua Life. They're all putting their part to make this a really great event. So we wouldn't be able to host this event next Friday without their help and their generosity. So thank you to them for really wanting to be a part of the community and wanting to have something special as well. And that is it. So every Friday from 3 to 7 at the Raul H. Castro Park on 10th Street. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Harry Hill.
Good evening, Mayor and City Councilman. I have a problem, but it's not my problem, it's the city's problem. I don't know how many people are familiar with 8th Street and Washington, the misalignment. The city went in there and striped east of Washington. And they striped it. If you stand in my house, I live right on 8th of Washington on the west side. If you turn around in my house and look to the west, my house aligns with all the houses all the way to Pan American. If you turn to the east, there's a big misalignment about, I would guess, 20, 30 feet. They striped it, and if I stand in my yard, the traffic's going to run right into my yard. They're going to hit a power pole, a light pole, and maybe tear my house up. So I don't know how you guys are going to fix that. It come to a boil when I saw them stripe it. One suggestion I got, since 8th Street shouldn't be called 8th Street, it should be called Douglas Raceway, because everybody speeds on that street. It's really bad, especially in the morning when people are going to school, and in the evening when they're coming home. I guess the soccer women and the men just speed on that, getting their kids to school. I suggest that the city put a 4-way stop there. That might slow the traffic down. They don't stop at the one that's on Washington. They just make a turn. Don't even stop at it. There's a stop sign there. Another problem we have, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, there's two 2100 blocks. My house is 2106. You go up across the street, it's 2108. I went to the post office, and the post office says they don't assign house numbers. The local government or if you live in the rural area, the county assigns that. I don't know how that got screwed up, but it is screwed up. I had a problem, called the fire department, called the ambulance because I needed transportation to the emergency. They couldn't find my house because they were in the 2100 block on the other side of Washington. I realized there's only 3 houses in that area till you get to Los Angeles, and it starts out. So I don't know how they're going to fix the numbering of the house, but it's wrong. I don't know what they're going to do about the misalignment. I live in Frontier Village. It's an older village. It was planned neighborhood and everything. I don't know who did that. I think it was built in the fifties, around 55, 56. I don't know who approved it, who the city engineer was. I don't have a clue about that. But there is a problem there. What else do I have? And I thank you for listening to my gripe, but it is a problem and it's an eminent problem. There's kids that walk through that on the sidewalks. And if you cross the other side, there's no sidewalk. And the misalignment, it's hard to see the traffic coming, and the traffic does go fast. That includes law enforcement, the border patrol, that's their freeway to go east and west in Douglas. Another thing is the loud mufflers that people seem to don't care about. I looked it up, 80 decibels, the maximum sound, that's standing next to the machine, 80 decibels. Nobody enforces that. I don't know if they have a decibel meter to measure sound. I don't know. But they seem to turn the other way. No straight pipes on motorcycles. It's against the law. That was brought up. And I looked it up on the internet. I don't know if the city has allowances for letting them have straight pipes or stuff. I don't know. It'd be up to the city. But they cannot exceed or diminish the state requirements. So thank you very much for hearing my gripes. Hope something can come from it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Staff, can staff help them out with those issues and maybe schedule a meeting for a follow-up?
Yes, Mayor.
Okay, thank you.
And those are the only three, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Item number 10, discussion decision on approval of consent agenda items. Item A, expenditures for the month of March 2026 totaling $3,116,812.60. B, meeting minutes for March 11th and March 30th, 2026. Item C, resolution number 26-1728, a resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Cochise County, Arizona, ratifying and granting a utility easement to Arizona Public Service Company for installation and maintenance of electric lines, together with appurtenant facilities and fixtures over part of the city-owned parcel number 408-31-002A, and authorizing the city manager to execute all necessary documents. Item D, resolution number 26-1729, a resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, ratifying and granting a utility easement to Arizona Public Service Company for installation and maintenance of electric lines, together with appurtenant facilities and fixtures over part of the city-owned parcel number 408-31-002E, and authorizing the city manager to execute all necessary documents. And item E, resolution number 26-1730, a resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, authorizing the execution of a formal sister cities agreement with the city of Cananea, Sonora, Mexico, for mutual cooperation between both cities and establishing an effective date. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items?
The mayor,
Mr. Acosta?
I move that the mayor and council approve consent agenda items A through E.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Acosta, second by Mrs. Dillman. Any discussion? Just a quick comment from me. I want to thank Cananea. This is how much attention we're getting. They want to be sister cities just like Agua Prieta. They're already sister cities with Sierra Vista. So very grateful for them to be marketing Douglas, to bringing their people down here to shop, to eat. They don't have to travel 45 miles away if Douglas can grow and give them what they like when they cross the border. So thank you very much to them. If there's no other discussion, roll call, please.
Councilmember Montaño?
Yes.
Councilmember Durazo? Councilmember Shelton?
Yes.
Councilmember Dillman?
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, motion passes. Item 11, discussion decision on approvals. A, first reading of ordinance number 26-1230, an ordinance of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, authorizing the acceptance of donated vacant, unimproved real property from Ray Meehan consisting of a 6.35 acre parcel with assessors parcel number 410-12-035 in the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, establishing severability of component and ordinance and establishing an effective date thereof. Mr. Pedrosa.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, Mayor, members of council. Mr. Ray Meehan approached the city about donating this parcel adjacent to the city's golf course and SR 80. The unimproved parcel has property taxes owed currently in the amount of $33,154.27, which have been accruing since 2008. Mr. Meehan is not interested in developing the property, wants to donate it. The city negotiated with Mr. Meehan to accept the donation with the agreement that the property taxes owed are absorbed by the city. The parcel is 6.35 acres with an assessed valuation of $36,378. The parcel is not improved, but utilities are nearby. You will see a map of that parcel in your packets. The site is zoned residential, but has potential to be rezoned to offer commercial activities with its location by State Highway 80. The location of the parcel next to the golf course presents opportunities for commercial, residential, and golf course development. And the acquisition of the properties will allow the city to market developers the ability of prime real estate for development and advance the city's goals to increase population, tax revenues, and attract new businesses. That I'll take any questions, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pedrosa. May I have a motion to approve the placement of ordinance number 26-1230? Mr. I couldn't hear that well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mr. Montaño. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Montaño, second by Mr. Shelton. Any discussion?
Hold on.
Mr. Mayor,
Move that the mayor and council approve the placement of ordinance number 26-1230 on its first reading by number and title.
Thank you. And Mr. Shelton is a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Montaño,
Yeah.
Councilmember Durazo, Councilmember Shelton,
Yes.
Councilmember Dillman,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, motion passes. Can IT hire Mr. Durazo's microphone? I couldn't hear him at all. And go ahead, Ms. Clerk, sorry.
thank you. An ordinance of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, authorizing the acceptance of donated vacant unimproved real property from Ray Meehan consisting of a 6.35 acre parcel with assessor's parcel number 410-12-035 in the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, establishing severability of components of ordinance and establishing an effective date thereof.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the first reading of ordinance number 26-1230?
Mayor,
Mr. Acosta.
I approve that the mayor and council approve the first reading of ordinance number 26-1230 and place it on second reading by number and title only.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Acosta, second by Mrs. Dillman. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Montaño,
Yeah.
Councilmember Durazo,
Yeah.
Councilmember Shelton,
Yes.
Councilmember Dillman,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, motion passes.
an ordinance of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, authorizing the acceptance of donated vacant unimproved real property from Ray Meehan consisting of a 6.35 acre parcel with assessor's parcel number 410-12-035 in the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, establishing severability of components of ordinance and establishing an effective date thereof.
Thank you. Item 12, city manager reports. Mrs. Urquijo?
Yes, thank you, Mayor, members of the council, and community members. So I'll start with some policy priority updates focused on our infrastructure. Our RAISE grant, which is our $23.5 million grant for resurfacing of commercial roads, is moving along with ADOT, working that as a pass-through of our grant. They are getting ready to send out the RFP for design within a few weeks. The city has provided a specific scope of work items for each of the streets or corridors identified in the grant application, and there's a total of 9 corridors for that under the grant. Also, our Chino Road realignment, our contractor has finished the sewer line crossing of the new Chino Road alignment. This sewer line will extend out west and eventually connect to the new commercial land port of entry. The sewer work was scheduled before road construction to avoid any conflict, so that is moving along. You may see some of that realignment work off the side south of 180 and 191, I'm sorry, and State Route 80. Also, the State Route 80 wastewater and sewer extension project to the Cochise College and to the Port of Entry is officially underway for the new commercial Port of Entry. KE&G is the contractor for that project, and they are working on Copper Avenue already. They did have to jump over to the Chino Road realignment to complete the sewer tie-in ahead of that extension project. But they're toggling back and forth this week. They are getting ready to set up the ADOT required traffic control and start clearing and grubbing, blue staking, and utility potholing on the ADOT right-of-way. The third-party inspector, which is QT for the city, started the job today. So lots of activity in the community with contractor work and as part of these projects. Also, our asphalt plant project, 8 footings have been completed due to the concrete curing time that is needed to develop the required strength. A crane will be scheduled for the next month to lift the plant components in place. Electrical trench and conduit is completed. Concrete pads for the panel and transformer are scheduled for next week. We will be working with the manufacturer to commission those pieces of equipment before we get ready to set them off and start our new operation there. Our water well number 18, which is located at Causey Park or 15th Street Park, is officially underway, and a few weeks ahead of schedule. The well is scheduled to be operational until late August. The Well 20 pre-construction conference is scheduled for April 15th to start the initial well shaft drilling and zonal testing. This is at our water campus out at Cochise College. I want to thank Mr. Hill for bringing up the issues today on striping of 8th Street. That was among my report that our striping equipment is finally underway. We will certainly look at some of those concerns on alignment and see how we can work to resolve those. But I learned a few things that I wasn't aware of, like the 2 2100 blocks in the area. So I think there's ways for us to work on aligning that with you, and we'll be following up with you soon to work closely with that. Also, Allsups. Allsups is a fueling station that's underway. They officially began work by placing a perimeter fencing around the area of 16th Street off of Highway 80. So it's across the street from the Veteran Memorial and the Visitor Center area. And you'll notice a lot of land clearing in that section. They have obtained their grading permit and are working on final building permitting. Allsups is a gas station / convenience store with locations in New Mexico and Texas, very well known in those states from what I understand. And they claim they're very well known for their deep fried beef and bean burritos, as well as their 24-hour service. So I hear a lot of comments about that. We also have a Safe Streets for All complete street study that's underway. Our consultant has been selected, and we are waiting for their scope of work to bring back. But the reason I bring that up is that'll work in alignment with our Raise Street project, and hopefully be able to combine some efforts for improvements in our 9 corridors of commercial streets. we continue to work on downtown revitalization exposition, which is a big effort to bring resources and opportunities to downtown merchants and building owners to really provide resources on opportunities such as our work on historic preservation. So I was really intrigued by hearing so many of the updates from Supervisor Gomez, because some of these things I think really overlap. So we'll talk through some of those opportunities, but SHPO will be joining us along with some CDFI opportunities on low interest loans, where we have some technical experts coming in to talk through some different opportunities as well. And it's really an attempt to not only provide general information on what the city's been doing towards downtown revitalization, which includes the establishment of Title 18 a couple of years ago for historic preservation, but we continue to work towards our credential known as Certified Local Government to be able to qualify for historic preservation loans. So all of that will be more of a resource fair, and we'll be working through some dates in the summertime for that. Also, back to our streetscape project, our engineering firm or architect firm, J2, they are reviewing all of the questions submitted regarding structural stability of historic buildings with any of the work to the sidewalks. So we will be planning a meeting either alongside the expo or separately with some of our merchants to answer their questions directly regarding this technical topic or other related questions that have also come up regarding ADA compliance and the pitch of the streets. We are also working with the Border Arts Coalition on the Douglas 125 celebration alongside the America 250. Have several museum displays being planned, and then future museum displays also for Border Air Museum with next year's Powder Puff Derby anniversary as well. So some really cool stuff. So it's really nice to know that the Government Center also will be opening up some of the window space for some of those exhibits. We've ordered a total, I believe, of 19 exhibits from the America 250 Mobile Museum collection, but also have created some nice Douglas 125 history stand-up displays as well. So I'm looking forward to bringing them throughout the community in different places. We are also planning to display them for a period of time at the Grand Theater. I think it's a perfect opportunity to also come into the Government Center and continue moving them along. That is my report for today, Mayor and Council.
Thank you. Item 13, future agenda item request from mayor and council. Is there any?
No. Yes.
Mr. Shelton?
I would like at the next meeting, so that the audience and we can all be refreshed on something. I'd like to see the progress we have made on the port of entry and what might be happening the rest of this calendar year. And then I've got a personal reason why I like to not only have everybody get refreshed on what's happening. It's been so long since this has happened. I made a wager with somebody that we'll have it done, but it was a steak dinner. So I want to make sure it's done before this other person and I can make it to the steakhouse or so forth. So anyway, let's have a short review of it once more.
Mr. Mayor?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes, on top of that, can we get an update as to the labor force that's out there at the port of entry? And how many of them are from our Douglas area, please?
Yeah. And if anything comes up, any other comments or questions, we have a month, so we'll let staff know. But yeah, for next month. Thank you, Mr. Shelton and Mr. Acosta. No others. Item 14, adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Do I have a second? I couldn't hear who that was. Mr. Montaño?
Yes.
Okay. Motion by Mr. Shelton, second by Mr. Montaño. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Ayes have it. We adjourn at 7:07 PM.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
Mayor.
nice
Thank you,
evening.
Dennis.
All right, you
Mayor,
guys have a nice evening.
Bye. Thank you, Edith.